here.
Okay, you got 1 minute left.
Y'all probably heard most of it before. Okay. And then I'm going to set my timer too. What's that, Charlie?
Did Caroline help you put this together?
Not really, actually. She should have. It would be better if she did. My name's Kyle Smith. I was born at Mariah Parham Hospital in Henderson, North Carolina, which is my mom's hometown. At the age of 1, we moved to Cary in 1974. I think Cary was 14,000 people at the time. Dad was taking a new job with Almay Cosmetics, Almay Cosmetics in Apex, North Carolina. I am proud and lucky to be married to my long-term friend, Jen. And we have 2 wonderful children, my daughter Caroline, who's age 11, and my son Brooks, who will turn 9 on Sunday. And we live here in downtown Cary. We built a house just 3/4 of a mile from here in 2008, and I really loved being in downtown Cary to see the Renaissance here. I work at BB&T Scott & Stringfellow as a certified financial planner and help families figure out how to check off all their to-dos on their financial to-do lists. And now the important part, why did I join Rotary? As most of you know, my dad was a charter member of this club, and so I grew up going to Cary-Kildaire Christmas parties and other events, and heard a lot of speeches and tried to take all that in, and I got a little bit of revenge on that when I made a lot of you sit through a 45-minute incoming presidential speech in 2006. Paid that back a little bit. But I joined Rotary because I respected the people that I knew were in this club. And they were family friends of ours, and they were pillars of the community, and I just greatly respected them. It probably had something to do with Dad being smart enough to know that he couldn't strong-arm me in Rotary, but he got with Charlie Hatch and Mike Creech and sent them to talk to me about it, and that worked really well because I have great admiration for you two guys. Good plan, Dad. I wanted to, from my view, I wanted to be that same lighthouse to my children and be the shining example, the way that those gentlemen had been to me and my family and the way I perceived them growing up. I wanted to, Rotary has provided me so many different opportunities. It really has been life-changing. I mean, Jonathan Lucas, who a lot of you will remember, brought this scepter back to me when he went to Zimbabwe for one of the projects that our club participated in building an aquifer in Zimbabwe. And before he left, because this was during my presidential year, and that's why he brought this back to me, we were standing in line at the Wachovia branch in Cameron Village trying to withdraw $10,000 from the account that had been funded through the global grant so that he could personally carry that on his person into Zimbabwe. And you have not lived until you are talking to a bank branch teller trying to persuade her that why 2 young guys are trying to get $10,000 out of their Rotary account. It also gave me the opportunity to be standing in a market in Ghana, buying a puzzle for my, at the time, unborn daughter, who, when I left to go to Ghana in 2006, my wife was about 6 months pregnant with our first child, Caroline, and so this now hangs on my daughter's wall, and that's an experience I would have never had without Rotary. And of course, that same week, I would have not had the experience of being able to give the polio vaccine to that little 1-week-old girl that so many of you have heard me talk about before, and realize that that little girl, like my daughter here, would never have to live a life with polio. It's been a little bit of a rough week. I've attended 2 memorial services, and as you sit there at a memorial service, you can't help but contemplate that all of us will will have a memorial service like that one day. And as everybody in that room evaluates the sum total of your life, I think it's important to know, what was it worth? What did you do with your opportunity? And I think about Rotary and how important Rotary is for me as far as having those opportunities to really become the person that I always strive to be. And I'm so fortunate to have known all of you and to help me continue to be a better person. And I thank you for that, and I just am very proud that we can all be on this journey together so that as each of us is evaluated at the end of our life, we can all be thought of that we made a difference. Thank you.